So definitely.
But like you said, that can lead to something just like Kodak, him getting shot.
That was wild. I saw the little clip of that, and it looked like they
Somebody
was
thought he was
coming.
one of them niggas from Tales from the Hood. That's why they shot him.
I'm almost logged off. Really?
Oh, Mickey Minnie ass Kodak Black, man. Kodak Black just irritates me just being around, smiling and looking sometimes. But that's the image I guess he portrays so he can make the music. I hate the way he looks.
God damn. It's just that simple, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
He's a very reckless person too, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but and that's the thing, and back to what I was saying about energy, like that's what he puts out, and then that's
yeah,
how it comes back, and it's even to the point now, especially in California, they're canceling hip hop shows for this over
Mm.
this energy, and that's something that these guys got to really learn, and to me, it's an unfortunate space that hip hop is in because now it's turned into kind of like a glorification or a magnification of the streets. So it's not so much about the music because you can overall look at a lot of the music, and I don't want to be like that old guy that's shitting on hip hop, but you can see that the music quality is down, and we're getting a lot of people, and we're kind of learning of them, through their antics and their social media posts before we even get to the song. And so I think with a lot of promoters, like these guys are just uninsurable because of all this and all this energy that they're bringing and stuff. We just had Drake Yoda Ruler killed at a show, and
Yeah, that was
things
crazy.
like, yeah, and it's just like, man, like in hip hop, like we got to learn, like, business is business, the streets is the streets. Like you got to pick one. You can't do both. That's a dumbass thing to think that you're gonna rack up all this street heat and then become a wildly accessible celebrity. Like that don't even make logical sense.
right.
So it's like,
Everybody knows where you're gonna be,
right? It's just like, man,
how
so
you
niggas
move,
gotta,
everything. So why would you
Yeah.
try to do anything to
Yeah, but that's
jeopardize
no
hard
real
to
that?
shit.
say. Oh, go ahead.
No,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
What was you saying? It's hard to say why.
That's hard to say because even just say, let's go with Draco. Draco was cool with everybody. He didn't rep no gang. He was cool with the people that he was hanging with, and but still drama's gonna come to you no matter what, what I'm saying, you're doing. Like that gang life is still gonna come to you. Especially in LA. Come on, man.
Oh
That's
yeah, definitely.
it's the
Yeah,
culture. You could be a regular lame dude, and that culture's still gonna come to you. Them
No,
rules,
that's real shit too.
them rules are still gonna come to you.
No, yeah, definitely. But that's
So
that's the problem and stuff. It's too much of that, and there's no disrespect to anybody, as far as whatever you claim, whatever you do, that's what you
yeah,
do. But that just that's gonna start slowing down a lot of stuff in hip hop because it's become too much of that. Like we were talking about on one of the other shows where Chicago has a whole genre of music
drill.
that's just based on that. These motherfuckers kill each other, they go get a beat, and they tell you everything that happens, where the bodies hit, who
I
did
didn't
it.
even know that was real. Listen to these TikToks laughing. Bushy got shot. Dre got shot. Body got. Those are real people. Like, what? Well, I don't like this song anymore. It was something
He's
they were
like,
just saying.
whoa,
Like
that shit is, yeah,
that's
that's some crazy
actual
shit.
factual documentation of something that happened. I was like, wow, that's what
Yeah,
they
that
do
shit's
out
fucking
there.
nuts. And everybody doing their little TikTok dances to it.
I was about to do one. I was
But
about to do one when you on the first 48. I
That
was gonna be the
dude.
one snitching. He got shot. I was gonna. That's what I
Oh
was
yeah, if
gonna
he was out of doing that, I'm like, nah, that's
okay, so you become AJ. Say you're 18 last year. You're 18 last year. You come out with a hit like with what he just talked about, and you see that you're getting $200,000 for your video on your streaming. You're gonna keep on talking about that. Then you're gonna want to make more content. So you're gonna, when drama come, you're gonna be ready. So you can talk about that song. If you ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, you poor, you living in the hood, that's all you got.
Mm-mm.
You saying but this is what people do.
I know that's what people do, but I've kind of, I don't know, somehow in my life, like I managed to kind of stay above all that type of shit. Like, for one, just like the type of person I am, I don't really like getting on beats and confessing to anything.
The nigga don't like people in his business. He barely wants to pay a realtor to look for him a house and everything because they ask too many questions. He don't like people in his business.
Right. Shit, they get to asking too many questions. I'm like, fuck, what the, nah, that was
So
cool.
he don't rap about his stuff online.
Yeah, so it's just like,
No,
on that
same.
sense, like I get why people do it, but just me, like I couldn't do it personally. And I've never really mixed with those type of people well, like, you know, like real tight knitted. Like, you know, I got friends in all types of places and all types of low places. But yeah, just nah. And then it's kind of sad because it's a real bad condition that we keep putting ourselves in and that we keep ourselves in. It's to the point now where you can just obviously see like that's considered hip hop. Like that's rap now. Like, for example, you take me, for example, if anybody hears my music or what I do, like people don't look at it the same as they do when a new artist come out and he got plaits all over his head and you know, like, you know, it's just different. It's like that's looked at as hip hop. Like you're not a rapper and stuff. You ain't been to jail. You're not a rapper if you're not supposed to be out here moving drugs or catching bodies, trapping or doing that thing. So yeah, it's just a bad condition that hip hop is in right now, and it's kind of unfortunate because we forgot, you know, pretty much what it is and what it's all about, and there's room for all of it, but
Right.
we
So
ain't
they just
really
elevated
telling
gangster
stories
rap, like
anymore. We're not
green
really
gangster rap.
entertaining anymore. People are just pretty much confessing to crimes and
Right. Because back in the day, gangster rap talk about, you know, they're observing report what they're seeing, police brutality, crack, all that, right? But they wasn't actually talking about using it, or they wasn't talking about them giving it to the people and killing their own community.
like these
Now,
motherfuckers, the rappers are the users. We
Yeah.
listening to the crackheads now. We used to
using
listen to the dealers back in the 90s.
right.
Too.
Yeah, but they were talking about destroying women too. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, that shit still ain't changed. They still doing
But
that.
that shit ain't gonna never
They
change.
still fuck a bitch, but I'm using now.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm talking about. Look, okay, so
Even the
talking
bitches
about
are
destroying,
talking about it.
they're talking about destroying women, but the most people that play that song are women. That's crazy. Just like we talking about killing ourselves, the most people to stream and watch that shit is white folks. They love that shit. Those are the people that are watching that. They
And it's
enjoy
weird
that.
how, yeah, and it's weird how it overall like lowers our value as black men.
Mm-hmm.
People almost don't see us the same due to a lot of these images and everything that are put out constantly and circulated and perpetuated. It's almost to the point like where our women expect us to be somewhat like these guys in the video, if not just like them.
Yeah.
Other races, they see us and, you know, they think we but you're Kodak and, you know, off top. And so like they just expect that, you know, and it's just crazy. I don't know. I wish it could get back to where thing was balanced and there was room for everything. You had your crack dealer rappers, you had your entertainer dance rappers, you had your stupid one hit rappers, you had your lyrical rappers. Now it just seems like everything is fucked up, but somehow over the horizon, like, yeah, we still got the the Eminems and those type of guys that we accept for lyricism, but really it's just about all this junk here at the bottom, and it's just no balance.
Your gangster rappers killed that.
Producers